And like they hate themselves. They hate their black family, not because they're black, but because how they treat my client.
Right.
Because they don't fit in a certain way, or they're doing these things that we would say would be nerdy or well read or fantasy games, dungeons, whatever. The nerdy shit. The smart. Not saying that other shit is dumb, but and they don't fit in. They're not like smoking weed and chilling. It's not the music. They're not partying, socializing. Not over sexualizing themselves or others. Right. Again, stereotypes. What we're going by. So my client doesn't feel comfortable. This is a long time ago. I got a lot of Mexican clients. Same vibe. Don't fit in. But then again, you never really fit in with the white kids. It's weird. Which leads to Spencer's first question is, why do bullies usually pick people? And it's so random. It could be because your hair. It could be because your size. I was getting bullied because I was weird. I was bullied because I was fat. I was bullied because I was going bald. I was bullied because I had a beard. You always are getting bullied about something. And with some of these clients, because he's getting ready to get his ass kicked, and like he snapped his pencil and all that shit, like that'll tweak some people out, dude. Yeah. And I've had multiple clients since I've opened up the practice. Now I'm now talking to that were homeschooled because of the threat of danger, intimate violence. Like they were getting their asses kicked, physically kicked. They were threatened that they were going to be murdered, right? You tell one person on the autism spectrum, like, I'm going to murder you. The kid's going to be like, oh my, this motherfucker's going to murder. The kid that can't even murder you, they don't have the things. But my client doesn't know that.
Also, like, well, he just tells me they're going to murder me. I'm going to take that as you're going to try to murder me. I don't care. Like, if you have the means or not. Because
correct, you don't know.
That's so, like, not even kick your ass. Like, I'm going to end your life. Like, that's crazy to me. And, it's weird because, like, my mom, my sister, they've all been through that bullying where it gets to that level. Like, I'm going to, like, murder you. And, thankfully, other people have stepped in and, made sure that never happened.
Yep.
But it's just crazy. Like they go to that further step, and because maybe they feel like it's just not enough to say, I'm gonna kick your ass. Maybe just instill that fear, like, you better watch your back on every corner or else I'm gonna be right there and you're not gonna be here anymore. So,
and then you probably get in trouble as an autistic individual or individual because you retaliated or pushed back or whatever. It's usually the secondary response that gets in trouble.
Yeah.
And then my clients, students, folks, stories, myself, is sometimes you get pushed and then you go over the edge and then you'll say some wild shit where you're going to hurt them because what else are you going to do? Yeah. Or most of my clients are just paranoid all the time. So they get forced to be homeschooled. Multiple clients I'm now working with homeschooled because of the violence and bullying. And I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even know that was a thing. In my school, you took your abusive language and you took your physical, you would get jumped. So I'm like, shit, every day you were paranoid because you knew something was going to happen. Someone's going to come at you. And so, hey, kick your ass. And the fucked up thing is as an autistic individual, you end up co-signing it. And so now you're bullying people and it's just like a horrible fucking cycle. Yeah. Spencer said earlier, hurt people hurt others. And I just was doing what others were doing, talking shit. And next thing you know, I'm like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And so I even know that when certain times I bullied people, made fun of people that I know that are autistic now. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? It doesn't even matter that they're autistic. The fact that I bullied anyone made them feel uncomfortable about their weight, their height, their intelligence, their femininity, whatever it is. It's like, bruh. But I guess it's part of learning is growing, understanding that you were a piece of shit once, and then you don't always have to be that piece of shit. So it's about how do you get better? How do you get less toxic?
Right.
I feel really bad for Billy's situation, man. So you see this obviously very different kid, very sensitive young man. But then as we get into the next scene, you see him just wanting to connect. Like someone stood up for him and he was shocked. He was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And it's a white man. Jesus. And I've had that feeling where people look at me or like they communicate with me or they connect with me. And I'm like, Spencer, you know this, but you don't know this. I think that most people hate me or are disgusted by me. And so I'll use my humor to push people away. And then assholes like you will be like, I kind of like this fucking idiot. And I'm like, oh my God. So it actually takes me a long time to trust that I'm friends with anyone, because I feel like they actually are disgusted by me and, the impulsivity, the shit talking.
Right.
And then it kept happening and we kept playing ball and you kept talking and we kept talking. And then you're like, so he's not going to run away. Okay. I think it's really hard to find that with anyone. But you get this little autistic kid, dude sticks up for him. He's like, hey man, I want to be friends, or I can help you out. I can give you my car, or I can help you get out of this thing, or I can help you. So he's trying to trade off his intelligence or other things he can supply in a relationship because he knows that he's different. And then you see him rambling about how he's bullied and he can't shut up, and he just rambles, and it's ADHD, and he's talking about like people used to say that he used to shove crayons in his butt. And I'm like, dude, shut up. You're fucking it up.
Yeah.
It's actually a very magnificent scene, very quick scene, but very accurate on how hard it is to make friends and how easy someone like me can spook someone away by not shutting the fuck up. I know, Spence, you've talked about it on dates and like other places. You'll say like weird stuff or do weird stuff. Have you done that with friends too, though, where you're like, shut the fuck up? Or like you're trying to make new friends?
Trying to make them?
Yeah.
No. I don't seek out trying to have new friends. Like if it happens, it happens. Like
when you were younger, though, were you trying and then like it was just getting shot down, or no, you were more isolated?
Probably. I mean, I was probably still the same way. Like even no, because I would just have like people I would hang out with who were around me. And like I was a spaz back then, especially because I really was. I was a spaz. I didn't know how to interact with people. And all I did was try to make them either laugh or it was mainly like trying to make them laugh and shit. And so
you're doing your best.
Yeah. And and looking back at it, I think that I don't know, I just wanted too much attention on myself for a long time. And now I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, I don't need all that attention,
No.
And I don't need to try to find friends and things like that. I'm happy where I am, and if they come along, great. But I don't usually seek it out, and I don't usually. I message people when I want to message them, or if they message me and stuff like that. I'm a very just laid back friend. Like I'm not asking for anything from you. I'm not trying to take anything. I'm not trying to just take your time. If you want to hang out, great. If not, then it is what it is. I'm just gonna play video games or watch some movies or do something, keep myself busy. So,
yeah. Some of us got that vibe. I feel like as we get older, that's a lot of vibe though. Like you start to figure out and be more comfortable with who you are and what you do. I think a lot of us are trying to simulate and like get that friendship.
Yeah.
So we see young Billy just doing his best and he's blowing it. I feel like this happens a lot with like dating too. With like some more ADHD, high strung folks, they're like, blah, blah, blah. I have clients all the time like Nas, they never shut up. I'm like, it's fine. They're not narcissistic. They're just probably nervous. But if they keep on going on a couple dates with that person, I'm like, hey, if they don't change or you tell them to change, like, hey, I never get it, then you probably got to cut that person out. Because it's not a reciprocal conversation.
No. Yeah. No.
And talking to Billy sometimes as we get to the next scenes, as you see that it's not very reciprocal. Like Billy, you're kind of talking to a wall.
Yeah.
Suspense, you talked about the next one where he starts talking about intimate details. So he's there to get his ankle bracelet off, right? And then he just randomly, so yeah, my father died.
Yeah.
And he looks up like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm about to go to prison if you don't fucking take the ankle monitor off. Like you gotta. He's like, well, we used to go like shopping or like not shopping. We used to go in the mines and like look for stuff, and it was really cool. But then he passed, and now I don't really have anyone to do it with. All while doing this tech thing.
Yeah,
that's like the most autistic conversation I've ever had. I've seen in a film where you're info dumping, and the other person is trying to like course correct you, but you're continuing to dump. And there's no emotional reciprocity or interaction. Billy's not like identifying like the dude is tweaking out.
Yeah.
Or Billy may comprehend that he's tweaking out, but he's not emoting or telling him like, "Don't worry, dude, I got this. I'm just, this is how I stim."
Yeah, I'm thinking like
Wild
that's how he
scene.
just keeps focused, to be honest. I think he just talks and talks. That's how he focuses, especially on something like that's illegal like that. Um,
No, it's not.
no, not at all. Not at all.
We don't condone
Uh,
that.
yeah, no. But yeah, I think that might be also a way that he just focuses in that moment. He just uses it to help him kind of just get through that moment instead of just like freaking out and be like, oh shit.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Check out the full episode on our channel and anywhere you find podcasts. Also, remember to like and subscribe. Whoop whoop!